Hey, what are YouTube? So right now we're about to react to ex-prisoners, breaking down the Young Thug's situation. So, bro, like we all idolized Young Thug, and there's a lot of things that Young Thug was like really part of, not just saying that he was part of a gang and all that kind of thing, but it seemed like he represented something that was bigger than what we thought it is. You know what I mean? And like I've seen a couple of videos, people talking about, him being in the Illuminati, him, all that kind of thing. There's a lot going on. So we're just going to dive into that and react to it and just, see what these guys are saying. I don't really know what are they going to say, but we're going to figure it out. Let's see what do these guys got to say.
See if it works like that. We on live right now.
Get it.
Yep. All right, let me move this up.
We on live.
Right.
So this is the kind of like first time I'm doing this, but we got a hot topic, and since we was already, these are my brothers from prison. I know these brothers from prison. What prison were we in?
We was in Sing Sing together, man.
We was in Sing Sing, and they wasn't just with me in prison. These is brothers that like, this brother taught me a lot right here. This brother taught me a lot. Like we really fuck with each other in prison.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we have a lot of knowledge. You want to move?
Wait, you say they really fuck? All right, like, hey, man, you say they fuck with each other, dog. Like, and they're from prison. They fuck with each other from prison. I'm joking, man. I'm just fooling around.
We was in Sing Sing together, man.
We was in Sing Sing, and they wasn't just with me in prison. These is brothers that like, this brother taught me a lot right here. This brother taught me a lot. Like we really fuck with each other in prison.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we have a lot of knowledge. You want to move down just a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, move down so we see you. Yeah.
And basically, we all had played a part in each other's lives as far as,
Facts.
sharing information and just growing and developing as young men in the system.
Right.
And productively, and just, making sure that we always inform each other and keep that camaraderie.
Yo, out of these three guys, this guy right here, he really looks so innocent. Like, it looks like a really good guy. This one, he's hardcore. He looks like a really hardcore dude. This one, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? But this guy here, he really looks like a really nice guy. But these two, I'm not judging them. I'm just saying, just like first appearance, you know what I mean? But like, I just love the fact that they're changed people and they want to spread good into the world. That's beautiful.
Right.
You know?
So these are my brothers for real that I know from prison. Now, how much time did you do, bro? What's your name, first of all? Let them know your name. How much time you did, Where you
They
from?
call me billionaire now, from Mount Vernon. I did 22 years, so I happen to have a lot of experience, in the system and, in the criminal law field as well.
How much
My
time?
name is Abel. I did 20 years.
Yo, you sound gangster, bro. You're like, yo, my name is a barrel.
Rough years, but I had these brothers with me. We was with each other, and it took all of us to make it through that bit, man. All of us grew. I'm glad to see that all of us grew into who we are during the course of that bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Facts. So, since everybody know who you all are, let's get right to it, man. Young Thug. So I thought it was like a good idea to get y'all brothers together since we was meeting anyway, so we could do a video where we're talking about this, because I think that we can offer a lot of good information to people that might be headed that way, and also give another take on what's going on, and and yeah. So Young Thug yesterday, right, was arrested.
Right.
How many people was arrested with him?
28.
28
I didn't know. 28 dudes arrested with Young Thug.
people. How many? It's 56 count indictment.
Whoa.
56 count indictment. 28 people. How long have they been watching them?
Since 2013, I believe.
2012.
Bro, they've been watching them since 2013. So this dude has been up to no good. Dang.
2012. Since 2012.
They've been, how many
2012
years is that? My
2022.
math ain't good. How many
That's
years
my
is that?
whole
11
time
years.
home, bro. I came home 2012.
All right, there's something that didn't make sense for me. Like, he's an Asian dude. It's like his math is not good, bro. Asian people, their math is really good. I'm not stereotyping people, but I know I have like a couple of Asian dudes who are like my friends and stuff. Like, their math is awesome good, you know. Maybe he's just like one of us, man.
How long have they been watching them?
Since 2013, I believe.
2012,
2012. Since
2012. They've been, how
2012
many
since
years is that? My
2022.
math ain't good. How many
That's
years
my
is that?
whole
11
time
years.
home, bro. I came home 2012.
So they've been watching
The
for more
whole
than
time
10
I
years.
came home. That's how long them boys been under the scope. That's
Now,
crazy.
from your
that's
experience,
crazy.
have you seen like the government take that like long to do an investigation?
Well, coming from a legal perspective, they normally do that when they want to tie up all loose ends, when they want a solid conviction.
Hmm.
You know, and I don't want to talk on preliminary matters because we don't know, because evidence is key and it has to be substantiated. There's a lot of legal doctrine involved with,
Yeah.
you know, the criminal aspect and law enforcement. But typically, when they take that long,
You cooked.
they cover their
Yeah, you
ground.
cooked. Pretty much, in the state, we don't have that problem because they clinch and get you right then and there. This is a federal thing. This changes the game. The feds, when they take this long to get you, bro, they done crossed all their T's, dotted all the I's, put all the nails in the coffin, bro. Cooked. It's over.
What is a RICO?
That's when they. You want to tell them you're
Yeah.
you're the legal analyst on that thing.
Well,
right there.
RICO is anytime you have a conglomerate, a multitude of individuals participating in the same offense.
Mm.
Oh.
And
And why is this law so like, you know, so scary?
well, because they know predominantly is contributed to blacks and the movement and gangs. You know, that's prevalent now. So anything that's involving, you know, these type of people,
Yeah.
they close in on it and they create laws to basically trap you into those
Right.
doctrines.
So the RICO, my father was knocked on the RICO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The RICO is not a state thing; it's a federal thing. You know what I mean? And it's racketeering, extortion, I think
Conspiracy.
coercion, conspiracy,
Right,
all of that
all
together,
that.
right? And it started out with the mafia. You know what I mean? They started out in Lower East Side and Little Italy where they did that first. And then
Right.
from there they took it to Chinatown and they knocked out all the gangs that. So what the RICO basically makes it easier for them to just take everybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have, because in the state you have to have like you have to prove without a reasonable doubt that you
And
did
the
this,
feds
this,
also-
this.
yeah.
And with the RICO, as long as they can prove that you're a part of this criminal organization, they
Right.
can nail you on anything.
That's right.
You know
All
what I'm
they
saying?
gotta do is tie you into one existing indictment.
Right. They
And
can tie you in that
in.
you're doing criminal shit and that you're also linked in with criminal people. So
Right.
all we have to do is just have one conversation. They can prove that we had a conversation, and then you can also prove that I'm doing some type of crime. They're gonna tie it in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or
Even if
even with this, see what happens with this gang thing. With a lot of these dudes,
Yeah, let's talk about the gang shit.
this
Yeah.
gang thing. They don't realize that when you go on a public platform and consider,
by the way, he's a gang specialist.
yeah, national gang specialist.
Right.
I said it before we got here. I was like, this dude looks hardcore. He looks gangster, bruh. He looks gangster. He ain't soft. You know what I mean? But now, yeah, he really like a little bit soft and everything because he seems like a changed man. But like you can tell, bruh, like he used to be really hardcore. You can tell,
And
man.
consider,
by the way, he's a gang specialist.
yeah, national gang specialist.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you go on a public platform and declare yourself a gang member, you saying that you are part of an ongoing criminal organization.
Whoa. So when you claim that you're a gangster, you're claiming that. Wait, let's listen to him.
But when you go on a public platform and declare yourself a gang member, you saying that you are part of an ongoing criminal organization.
You're part of an ongoing criminal organization. So all these guys who are like gang, they are all part of, and like not like all of them. Some of them they just say just because. But the moment you say all this, that means you're part of an ongoing criminal organization. Damn. All right.
So it's a lot. What I see is a lot of dudes, even a lot of brothers that come home from prison. A lot of brothers that's involved with both sides as far as being they got their flag and they also are activists and want to be on positive platforms. But see, what you do is you disqualify yourself when you say one thing out one side of your mouth because the feds only hear that part. They don't hear I'm a credible messenger also. Or they don't hear that part. They don't recognize none of the good work that you're doing until you drop that flag.
Right.
According to the feds, you are a part of an ongoing criminal operation.
Right. So from what I gathered, the information that I gathered was that Young Thug, they got him as part of a gang, right? They got him as part of a blood gang, but this blood gang stems from New York. Like he's tied in with New York blood set, right? Because a lot of people from New York go to Atlanta. You feel me? So now that opens up, different states. Who knows what they got? Like different states and shit like that.
That means they've been on their phones since 2012.
And from an interview, Young Thug said himself on an interview. He said he was questioned what YSN is, right? Is it YSN?
I don't know what YSN stands for, but I know
is that the name of that
YSN.
Is it YSL? YSL.
Yeah, YSL.
They asked him what YSL was, and make sure y'all correct me if it's not YSL. Make sure y'all correct me. So he said himself once he was questioned what YSL is. He said that YSL has more than hundreds of people, right? And it's bigger than music. It's bigger than music because we started long before music. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? So what when you hear that statement, now that you know that he's locked up, he's fighting some shit, what does that statement say?
Evidence. To me, that tells me that's part of the evidence that they have against you, those statements.
I mean, to us, it may just be a statement.
Did you hear what
at
this guy here? He's a former gangster, so he's telling it like it is. Like what Young Thug said, it actually gave the feds, some evidence of what they've been working on, right? So he actually burned himself, He put himself in a hot lava. That's what happened, bro. That's what Young Thug did to himself.
it from a criminal, law aspect, how do they see it? They see it as you making a testimony that you're involved in this type of setting.
Right.
So is it like a...
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said when you go in there and declare yourself as a part of an ongoing criminal investigation. That's the rule number one in what we look for. We look for to identify individual members of a street gang.
Mm-hmm. How easy is it to just put you in that, like put the label street gang on you?
It gets 110 times easier when you admit it. When you say, this is who I am.
Whoa. So Young Thug actually agreed, and he actually put it all out there that he's part of a gang, the YSL, right? So the gangster said it, right? He said he's a former national gangster, whatever, expect. So he said it. He knows these things more than I do. I only know this shit from the movies, so I don't know shit at all. He knows it better than me. And he actually said it right now that he sold himself out. It's not a bad thing. It's actually probably like a good thing because you got to take the bad guys off the street. Got to protect the street. Got to protect the people. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, bro, everybody gets their own karma whatever that you touch, bruh, you get your own karma. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm gonna just stop this one right here, and then
It's a
we're gonna do a part two, right? We're gonna do a part two. Then, cause I can't like just do the whole video. It's gonna be way too long. I'm gonna do it in parts so that we break down everything, and we also try to learn a lot from these dudes, cause like they know more than most of us do. You know what I mean? For me personally, I never knew about a lot of things that they just talked about here, and learning and listening to them, it's helping me understand the world and this world of gangsterism or whatsoever you can call it a little bit more better. You know what I mean? So yeah. Catch you on the next one. I hope that you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.